Oh my God, what have I done? I've created a mess. What a mistake. If you're wondering what I'm talking about this. You ever done that? You get in your head that you can do a simple project, it'll just take an afternoon, it's no big deal. And then after that afternoon, you end up with something you didn't really expect or plan for. Well, that was me here. I wanted to make more space to let the pool get sun in the afternoon or longer sun in the afternoon, and then create space for my wood mill so I can get it out of the garage and have a permanent spot for it. And so I dropped 75 trees all at once, all on top of each other. So they're all interwoven, interlocked, intertwined, inter-whatever, inter-mess. It's a mess. I would not recommend doing that. If you're gonna drop trees, drop one or two, limb them, take them out, repeat. Drop one or two, you know? This, I've just made a nightmare. And with so many spruce and balsam, there's just so many limbs all wrapped up. I've probably created some compression and tension issues where I could have a tree kick when I cut it in a certain way. Not good. However, I do have a solution or something that will help me remedy this problem. And it's an implement for my compact tractor. Let's go get the tractor and we'll talk about it. And then I'll show you how we're gonna tackle this absolute mess. Right on. Here it is, the Wallenstein FX85 skidding winch. It's an absolute beauty, and I'm very grateful that I had it sitting in the yard ready to be used when I made this colossal mistake. It has been absolutely incredible at doing what it's made for. Getting these logs out of the bush would have been impossible, or a very, very lengthy project for me doing it by hand. I'm on a slope here, and so using the tractor is dangerous when you get positioned certain ways for rollovers, and just it doesn't work as well because you're always backing up into a slope. So it's been difficult, but using this has made it simple. And yeah, you got to set up a few times, pull and then pull, but at least it gets the job done, and it does so with ease. It's super powerful, hauls everything out really easily. I'd recommend it for anyone who's into chainsaw and felling work, especially if you're gonna do it my way, which is just drop everything all at once, which I wouldn't recommend. I'm not gonna go over the features of the winch. There's plenty of videos on YouTube that do that. The winch is very similar. It comes with basically all the same things. Again, awesome product, fully recommend it, but I'm not gonna do that. There's actually an awesome video by Sawing with Sandy, which I'll link right here. He does a phenomenal job of going over all the features and explaining how it works. I'll leave that to others. What I will do is show you how it's helped me on my project. So let's get to some footage of me pulling some of these logs out of the mess. Right on. So, what'd you think? Would this help you on your property? Help you on your homestead? Maybe help you get out of a mess like the one I created? This was super, super beneficial. The pulling power is extremely strong. You got a lot of lead on your cable, I think over 100 feet. Really helped me get the first section of the property cleaned up. I've got this section left, but I'll show you what I cleaned up. It was just in an afternoon. It was about 25 logs I pulled out, all various sizes, all various species, and some of them had their bulbs on them, as you saw, and I had no problem ripping that across the ground. Again, without this, I just don't know what I would have done here. I made the mistake of dropping them all. I think I would have had to cut them all up, buck them all up, and take them out individually in the side-by-side on a wheelbarrow, versus me being able to salvage some of these logs for the wood mill. So again, going back to this, it's a super handy implement, especially for someone who chainsaws or fells trees. This is gonna help you get logs out of the bush. If you make the mistake I did, then it's gonna help you get out of the pinch. But even just dropping a tree and getting it to some place where you can easily buck it or put it on a trailer or whatever, this thing's got you covered. So again, the Wallenstein FX85, it's an awesome implement to add to your compact tractor inventory. If you would, leave a comment, let me know. Would you add this? Would this be helpful for you? And as I always say, no matter what you do, get outside. Right on. Bye now.